energy today is very much around battles, right? Um, Now, traditionally, the Five of Swords is more of like mental battles, like very competition, like who can be better. Whereas this is very like fiery, very the best way I can describe it is like a brute force kind of a battle, where the mental battles with the Five of Swords is very much like who can outsmart the other, like Battle of the Wits. This is Battle of the Brawn. This is who can overpower the other. And there's very much that energy happening right now. I had, when I asked for clarification, I had pulled. Oh, hello, hello, Kitty. I had pulled the Queen of Cups in reverse and then the Queen of Wands in the upright. But I had asked because I was like, okay, is this going to be one person or two? And this is a battle between two people, or what could be perceived as a battle. Now, it feels very one sided to me. It feels very much like it's maybe one person more so doing like the covert attacks, whereas the other person is maybe just defending themselves. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody very moody, very emotionally manipulative, who is just unpleasant in terms of like using emotions against people. She very much weaponizes things. Whereas the Queen of Wands is very passionate, confident. She's somebody that takes charge and isn't afraid of failure. She recognizes that failure is something that you kind of need to go through in order to progress forward, right? She stands on business. She's very blunt and up, very forward with her feelings. And she's also very you're not going to bulldoze over the queen. Her boundaries are pretty firm, right, with the Queen of Wands. When I asked what this battle was even about, it is around a Ten of Cups situation, hard boundaries being drawn. I have a feeling this Queen of Wands is maybe drawn a line in the sand, is like, oh no. But this whole battle is around basically wanting to keep somebody trapped from happiness, from their ability to grow, and to kind of block any incoming connections, any unions, any like emotional fulfilling relationship dynamics. Why? I don't know. Let's find out. Why is this? Ooh. Yeah, I know you saw that. Uh, she wants to stop the queen from becoming the king. She wants to put the queen in a very inaction kind of a situation. She does not like the progress forward movement. Um, she's because notice it. This is where the Queen of Wands is at. I'm assuming whoever's watching this, unless you're this Queen of Cups, then chill out. It's not that serious. You're not going to stop it. You can try. You can try with your little mind games. It's probably not going to work out in the way that you're hoping. Especially because the Queen of Wands, like with the rabbit there, that speaks to, that's very much like the black cat in the Rider-Waite, right? That is like intuition. The Queen of Wands, she's very intuitive. It doesn't take much for her to kind of see through things. She's very much a King of Swords. She may be this Queen of Wands on the outside, but in the inside, very much. Oh, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, not the King of Swords. Knight of Swords. She's able to get rough and rowdy when she needs to. She's very perceptive. She's open and willing to learn, and is willing to take leaps and jump out if you need to. The fact that the King of Swords popped into my mind's eye and I was seeing that as that, though, I think that may be relevant because the King of Swords is somebody that's very much mind over matter, like uses logic over emotion. So this Queen of Wands has very good control over her emotions and looking at things very realistically. Like I have a feeling this Queen of Wands can clearly see through the ambition of this Queen of Cups. And I think the thing that's irritating this Queen of Cups is the fact that the Two of Pentacles, that is very much being able to balance and juggle your day to day, right? It's very much like able to have a very healthy balance in work, home, like exercise as well as rest, and like just it's about balancing things, right? And having balance. When it's in the reverse, it is very unbalanced. And I think that this Queen of Wands has maybe kind of noticed some things and maybe has called some things out, and it's made this Queen of Cups feel very unhappy. This is usually the happy home card. In the right traditional Rider-Waite, it's got this like couple underneath this like ribbon with these like pretty like four of wands, and there's a pretty house in the back, and it's very much like the happy romantic home, right? Well, that's not what's happening here. The romantic home is not romantic. It is the Queen of Wands is very, very upset, or the Queen of Cups is very, very upset. I mean, the Queen of Wands is probably upset too. I mean, nobody wants to be in this energy, right? That's weird. Yeah, but I think the Queen of Wands is very much staying in. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Anyways, my cat's getting a little crazy. See, it may be a thing where, you know, fights might be breaking out, things might be getting spilled, things are coming out. You know, I don't know why it's not wanting to stay up now. It's very weird. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's very much this Queen of Cups is trying to knock this Queen of Wands down. And, you know, because I was having a really hard time keeping my phone up and keeping it, like, stable. I think I think that's what this is. I think the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Cups, is getting very frustrated that she's not able to make the Queen of Wands unstable. Why? I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Well, yeah, we do. We just said to block forward movement, to keep you out of this moving into a king energy, right? Yeah, she may be getting feisty and doing some things she shouldn't. And here's the thing is I think the Queen of Wands is somebody that is very aware of this. I don't think it's a secret to her. I think, and when I say her, I'm just talking about what's on the card, right? You could very much be a man. This could be very, you know, two men. This could be a man and a woman. This could be two women. This could be two binaries, non-binaries. It doesn't really matter. Just put yourself where it fits. But the Queen of Wands is very much in this. I get it. I understand. Even though it's muddy, there's no clarity. It's not forward, right? That it's not as simple as somebody would like it to be in terms of like why is this person acting like this? I think the Queen of Wands recognizes that it's one of those things where you can't always make somebody see something or act a certain way, right? A King of Cups is somebody that will kind of put an idea out there, that will kind of be like, hey, I'm noticing this. This is how I'm feeling. And then it is up to the recipient to either take it or leave it. And it's very fatherly in it. Like, all right, I guess this is what you're choosing to do. I love you. There's not much I can do about that. But I'm not going to stay restricted. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to get trapped in, you know, the overthinking and the, oh, I don't know what to do mentality of why any of this is happening. The binds are coming off. Because at the end of the day, the King of Cups is somebody that recognizes, like, I am only in control of myself, not others. Yeah, and it's coming out of a very, very, like, lack mindset. That's, yeah, see? Even the cat, she's screaming to get out. Yeah, you're gonna get out. You're not trapped anymore. The cycle may not quite be over, you still might be in it, but the thing with the wheel, it's always turning, right? Well, it's the world, but the world's always turning too. Yeah. Be very careful not to allow yourself to get stuck in past thinking. Don't stay there. As tempting as it's going to be, the rest and recuperation, it's doing you well. Anyways, I'm going to let my feisty little kitty out because she's on some nonsense. Goodbye.